Welcome to the TheChowTimePod. Is your host Red. I got a video today from Destro Reborn. 40-year-old woman needs a man to take care of her. Oh, now they need men, right? Please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. Let's get to that chow. It's chow time. I haven't watched this video, but I'm sure Lord Destro is gonna destroy this woman.
Who is going to take care of me?
Who's going to take care of me?
I turned 40 last year, and I don't have kids. And who is?
Damn, she's damn good looking for a 40-year-old. You probably couldn't tell. You might think that she's like 30, like maybe early 30s.
Going to be looking out for me when I?
Why would anybody want to deal with you?
No man is more hated by the bitter sisterhood's legion of doom than the Honorable St. Kevin Samuel Titus III. The irony is that there is no man in the YouTube metaverse that loved the bitter sisterhood more than him. Through a campaign of stats, data, logic, and a dash of fear, he attempted to save the bitter sisterhood from the hard bricks of the unforgiving wall.
Always pointing at other people for the reason they can't get what they want out of life.
So scared of the naked truth, they used their black girl magic to summon the Kraken we now know as cancer culture to silence him.
Yep.
Every day, another middle-aged woman wakes up to the realization that the independent girl life isn't all it's cracked up to be when there is only 2 or 3 good eggs left in the carton and the expiration date is looming. A sense of panic or desperation starts to set in. For example,
when I have a kid when I'm 35, I don't have to get pregnant until I'm 34. Oh wait, but now I do want to be married for a year before I get pregnant. No, so I don't have to get married until I'm 33. That's 3 years. That's 3 whole years. Oh, wait a minute, though. I'll need a year and a half to plan the wedding. And I'd like to know the guy for like a year, year and a half before we get engaged. Which means I need to meet the guy by the time I'm 30.
Which is fine because you just turned 28.
No, Ross, no, it is not fine. According to my plan, I should already be with the guy that I'm going to marry.
50% of your eggs die, and around 30, about 90% of your eggs die. Considering it's completely taboo to have a child at the age of 17, which is actually biologically one of our prime times to bear a child. And you have to wait until you get a college degree or else your life is over. Realistically, you have a very tiny time frame from, say, the age of 21 to maybe 30 to really find a mate, bear a child, and create a family, whereas you have the next 30 years to build a career. Society sold us a lie. Stop chasing a career in your 20s.
You win. Perfect.
the modern woman has superpowers that would make the strongest X-Man jealous. They have cosmic level agility, which they use to dodge accountability.
Damn
they also
right.
enjoy telepathic powers that they use to keep their own mind in a delusional state. You know these powers are in play when they say things like "my truth," "it depends," or Lord Destro's favorite, I feel like.
You know, when I date women and they say delusional things, because I do this content, I can't let it slide. I almost always have to say something to bring them back down a notch. And they always seem to think, why are you so mean? And I'm just like, I'm not. I just think you're delusional. And they all... I don't care. You know, like... If you still want to sleep with me, you still want to sleep with me. You still want to go out with me, you still want to go out with me. If you don't, then it's fine. You know, I can't sit there and just listen to your delusion and just pretend everything's okay to try to get in your pants. That's just, I can't.
I feel like the guys that I guess, been attracted to, or that I've attracted, you know, just don't really, like, have a lot going for themselves.
A few moments later.
I guess personally, like, for me, what do you suggest I would do then? Do you
But
say
I need to, I
settle,
don't know why,
or...
settle, I don't like when women say settle.
Okay.
Because that implies that you are at a higher level. You're a baby mama.
Okay.
They will bend reality rather than say I'm wrong or admit that they do not qualify for the men they believe they deserve. But even worse, they also attempt to gaslight you and your grace into believing their truth.
Oh yeah, we sassy now. That's the whole new term for men like sassy men.
truth.
I don't have kids, and who is going to be looking out for me when I...
The answer to that young lady's question is community. We have to build it. We've all been so busy being told that romance...
So you want to build a community of just lonely single women? Is that what you want to do? Because you guys would just be catty with each other, and as soon as one man comes into the drop, and then one woman like starts, and one man shows one of these women some attention, you guys are all gonna just like pounce on that one woman.
Romantic love is the only way that we'll have somebody to take care of us in our old age, where children will be the only thing that will take care of us in our old age, that we're not realizing that those things are not actually always true. This is a picture.
That's actually crazy. Oh shit. I didn't even think about it like a convert of single mothers coming together in a household to raise children and like take care of kids together and split bills. Is that where everything's headed? Oh shit. I didn't even think about them like being so okay with living each other like that as single mothers, because how would they discipline the child if one other mother like disciplines their child a different way? Wouldn't that cause issues? This is like, it feels very similar to like stepfather thing, but like these people have no authorities over your kids really, but it might be more acceptable to these women because it's a woman instead of another man that has authority. So
Picture from when I left the hospital a couple days ago. You know who that is? That is my friend. She's asking the nurse if there's anything that she should know about how to take care of me. This was her helping me put my shoes on because I couldn't even do that. I know it sounds scary, but you gotta form community, ask other people for help, be willing to accept and receive that help, and give that help in return.
So you want to burden your friends. You want to burden the people around you to take care of you instead of the person that actually is supposed to love you and take care of you. You know how much of a burden that is to others? It's a huge burden. I don't understand why people would want to put that on other people. Like, you lived a good life. You're decent looking. You could have found a man to settle down with that would give you everything that the man can give you. Instead of that, you'd rather burden your friends when they are sick, and then they will have to burden you when you're sick. What happens when you're both sick? Or what happens if one of them actually finds a family? Then you're alone. And what happens when one of them moves away? And not everybody's life stays together and stays the same. My friends and I have grown apart and grown back together constantly. My friends move to other states. Then, we live our lives, still chit chat here and there, and then they move back, or I see them or whatever it is. Not everybody stays in one place to be able to take care of each other like that. But a family's different. They move with you. They stay with you. They take care of you. They truly actually love you and want to do this. Not sure all friends want to take care of you at this level.
Pathetic. Instead of submitting to the leadership of a man that has vowed to protect her in exchange for her submission, she would rather trust life decisions with her quote-unquote community. So pathetic. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our beloved comrades that hit the super chat button in support of free tenderloin distribution. Your sacrifice is truly appreciated. Now, before we go any further into this rabbit hole, Lord Destro requires you to push that like button and smash that bell in the name of Cobra, and leave a comment below to appease the nosy algo, because as we all know, Big Brother is always watching. Now let the Jubakari commence.
Our future rests with Destro now.
Who is going to take care of me? I turned 40 last year, and I never really thought about, I don't have kids. And now my grandma's sick, and I'm in this family group chat with 11 family members. My grandma had 8 children. I'm a little concerned because I don't have kids, and who is going...
11 children and 8 children, 11 people in the chat. 11 that are willing to take care of her or do things together, work together to help take care of grandmother. Yeah, you don't have that kind of friends. You don't. Nobody does. Nobody has that kind of friends.
To be looking out for me when I'm older. I've always like dated people who had kids, no problem. I just never had like that itch to have kids. And I did date someone who had a vasectomy for a long time. I'm just like having a little panic attack, and I never really thought about this before.
Never thought about getting old. Classic.
The modern woman only thinks of men as her helpmate, a soulless creature that can help her live out her dream, someone to impregnate her, pay her bills, and take care of her when she's old or sick. Yet she will leave you at a drop of a dime if you encounter any hardship. Through the makeup, breast implants, and veneers lies a woman that can only see you as a tool. Notice that the only man she had a long-term relationship with had a vasectomy, probably because he knew she can only offer him some spread eagle. He used her as a concubine until he was fully satisfied, and then he donated her back to the streets so another brother could enjoy the show. The question is, do you plan to lead a woman, or are you simply a helpmate? We produce these types of women because many of us treat concubines like potential wives. Understand this. The vibranium passport will not save you if you still continue to entertain these types of entitled women. You will only ruin women in other countries by introducing them to this Western ideology. And
I agree.
That is blasphemy.
Yeah, not a lot going on around here lately.
I did this clip the other day.
No. Is there a better door around here, maybe?
Hi everyone, welcome back to the series where I, Sarah, talk to you about what it's like to have to plan your future alone. Oh God, I really need to work on whatever this series is going to be called, because that just sounds depressing.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, my name is Sarah. I am single and in my 40s, and I have no children. And I am trying to figure out how to navigate this whole, next phase of my life and what it's going to look like.
You're 40. You're technically like somewhat halfway, right? And you've never even thought about the other half of your life. That's so crazy to me. Like, I've thought about me being old and like still working. Like that's what I've thought about. Just like, oh man, if I retire, I'll probably die really fast. So I'll probably just work for the rest of my life. But like, I also imagine myself with kids. Imagine myself with a loving wife, and imagine myself like going to family reunions and being the grumpy old grandpa in the corner, like, you kids don't know shit kind of thing,
On my own.
Oh, Uncle Roger sad now.
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blasphemy. And although you will never be worthy of a monarch such as myself, Lord Destro would suggest that you poor fools at least give oligarchy a try.
Damn right.
So Lord Destro has spoken.
Yeah, women really love to push the I'll be happier single and alone. No one really is. Even men that are, most of them are content. Like, they're not fully happy, but they're content. They're content enough to not have to mess with modern women, which makes them happier in a sense. So I guess they're somewhat happy. But would they choose that life, or choose someone that dedicates their life to them and they dedicate their life to that person? I think most people would say yes, even the men. So I don't understand why women, once we civilized everything, we were like, yeah, we don't need you anymore. Thanks for creating everything and killing all the bad things and, making AC and all that. Thanks. Now we don't need you. Bye. I don't know. It just sounds very, what is it called? Ungrateful. Right. Please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time. It's chow time.